Okay, that was a bit weird, but I'm really happy that you're here. Today, I want to talk about how you can find your own voice in photography. Before I start, I just want to say that this is based on my own personal experience working as a portrait photographer professionally for more than 5 years. And this is not a blueprint that will fit for everyone. With that being said, these are tips that you can easily apply to other visual art forms, like paintings or even filmmaking. Let's start with the tips. Step number 1, develop your own taste. If you don't know what I mean by that, just watch this video where I have an entire explanation of how you can develop your own taste. Basically, just surround yourself by a lot of influences and don't limit yourself only to photography. Step number 2, practice a lot. Once you have developed your own taste for photography and you know exactly what you like and maybe the things that you want to say, you have to level up those skills. Try to recreate frames that you like, lighting schemas. Ask your family or friends for a shooting. Have fun, but most important, try to find a way to express yourself through photography. If you don't have a camera, just use your cell phone, as long as you are trying to communicate yourself through your images, which leads to the third point. Photography is just a mean. Like writers use the page to express their ideas and their stories, you as a photographer will use the lighting, the composition, and in some cases the art direction. So if you have a cell phone, you probably have already a good camera to start with, meaning you have enough to start expressing yourself through photography. If those tools aren't sufficient, then maybe photography is not the mean for you to express your ideas. Maybe you don't need one frame, maybe you need 24 frames per second, if you know what I mean. Today we are talking about finding your own voice, and that doesn't necessarily mean that it needs to be photography. Because finding your voice is not about taking good pictures, it's about telling the things that you want to say. Don't get discouraged and keep going. Write down your ideas, but try to be prepared for the day of the shooting. It won't matter how good your ideas are if they are poorly executed. This is not just for portrait photography, the main topic of this channel, but also for other types of photography. Even for landscape, when objects aren't supposed to move, right? Well, wrong. You can have high tides, low tides, windy weather, or maybe the flower field where you're planning your shooting is not so beautiful in winter, or maybe it's even more beautiful in winter, who knows? So always plan ahead. Let's say you want a long exposure picture of the night sky, but you forgot your tripod at home. Suddenly, this great idea worth nothing, and you won't be able to deliver your ideas just because you were not prepared enough. Learn how to say no to the people you are collaborating with and especially to yourself. For example, if I want to transmit the idea of loneliness, sadness, I will never ask the model to laugh on those shootings, basically because that's not the emotion that I want to convey in my pictures. It is okay to try a lot of different things, especially at the beginning, and even myself, I still try a lot of different things sometimes, but the path to finding your voice is also the path of excluding the things that you don't like. If you already explored step number 1 and you develop your own taste, when you see something that you don't like during a shooting, you need to stop right there and try to exclude that element from the picture. Trust me, if you leave it there, that will bug you for the rest of your life. Learn how to collaborate with your colleagues, of course, but you also need to learn how to say no when some ideas are just not the right fit. And trust me, as a people pleaser, this is a nightmare because you don't like to say no, but you really need to draw the line in order for your pictures having your own voice. Learn what are your non-negotiables that make you to be you. You don't need to talk loud to be heard, you just need to be sure of the things that you're saying. So I'm here to hear your voice. Take your camera, go outside, make some pictures, and see you in the next video.